All right, Derek Craig here from Magnus Broadheads. I got pro staffer from Magnus Broadheads, Jeremy Hawes, with me. And Jeremy, tell a little bit where we're at and what we're doing today.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeremy Hawes. We're actually at Top 10% Hunting Headquarters located here in Michigan. We're a full service archery shop. Try to meet everybody's needs here from anywhere from accessories, strings, several crossbow brands, several bow brands in here. Full service shop, 24/7.
So the owner of Top 10% was nice enough to let us do a product test video. And one of the questions that we get all the time with Magnus is, will the fixed blade broadheads fly out of a high-speed crossbow? Now, I did a video a few weeks ago with another brand of crossbow. We know that the Raven is a very popular crossbow out right now. How fast does this thing shoot?
Right around 405.
405, okay. So these guys said, hey, we carry Ravens. We got a couple in stock. Why don't you guys come up here and shoot some? So we got the Raven crossbow, the Raven bolts over here. Which are those? What spine are those? Do you remember?
I believe they're a 300 spine on these.
They're 300? Okay. So we got the Raven crossbow bolts, and we're going to shoot some buzz cut stingers, and we're going to shoot some black hornets. These are serrated razors, and we got the regular black hornets out there as well. So we're going to go over to the range here in just a minute. We're going to shoot at 25 yards or 20 yards in a controlled situation, and then we're going to step outside. They got a side lawn out here. See if we can get the wind to lay down a little bit. We're going to shoot some further distances, maybe 40, 50 yards, and heck, we may get crazy and push one out to 100. So we're going to show you that a Magnus Broadhead will fly out of a high-speed Raven crossbow, or any high-speed crossbow for that matter. So, all right, so stick tight and enjoy the video.
All right, today we're testing the Magnus Broadheads today. First we're going to shoot 100 grain field tip downrange here at 20 yards. And as long as I'm holding tight, we'll be good. We are shooting the Raven R10 today. Next, I'm going to run the Magnus Buzz Cut. Next, we're going to do the Magnus Blackhorn, which is my personal favorite.
All right, cool. So you just saw we just took a 20-yard shot, field tip, and a Magnus Buzz Cut, and a Magnus Black Hornet, all at 20 yards. Obviously, very controlled conditions in here. In this lane, we don't have any wind or anything. So you spent, what, maybe 5 minutes setting that crossbow up, wasn't it?
Yep, just a few shots. Took about 3 or 4 shots to get it zeroed in, and
that's it. And those were literally the first of the Magnus heads that we shot at. So we're going to go outside, and we're going to take some longer shots. We'll kind of figure that out when we get out here, but we're going to show you how they fly at some distance, a little bit of a crosswind, and see how we do, man. So that turned out good.
Yes, it did.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys outside. Let's stop the video real quick. I've had some past comments about, well, you shot 3 arrows and not all 3 of them were perfect bullseyes. Look, when we shoot a video of our test flights, we're going to give you real flight stuff. So I want to give you a video here of 3 shots consecutive, field point, broadhead, different broadhead, and you're going to see the real results. I could have sat here and done 10 takes, 20 takes, 30 takes, 100 takes, whatever it takes to get 3 perfect bullseyes, and there are companies that do that with their broadheads. Neither Jeremy or I are crossbow aficionados, but if you had somebody who was a crossbow aficionado and put in the time to dial things in and was an expert marksman, just as people are with rifles, we could get somebody who could shoot lights out 3 shots in a row at long distances. But that's not what we're doing here. We literally have spent a matter of minutes, half dozen shots, trying to just get things close, field points dialed in, and let it shoot. We could work these things out and get even more better accuracy. So what you're going to see right now is 3 consecutive shots, no lies, no cuts, no BS. We would not do that from Magnus. I would never do that from a video standpoint. So this ought to tell you, with what little effort we put into it and how good a flight we're getting, if you spend your time and get things dialed in, you're going to be amazed at the results with Magnus Broadheads.
All right, we're back out our outdoor range here. We're shooting at 40 yards, testing out the Magnus lineup of broadheads. Running out of the Raven R10, which is right around 400, 405 feet a second. First, we're going to run a field tip. Next up is the Magnus Buzz Cut. Now we're going to run the 100 grain Black Hornet.
All right, so that was 40 yards with the Raven Crossbow. We do have a crosswind that's blowing out of the west out here, and it does affect the flight a little bit, but those are pretty darn good for 40 yards out of a Raven. Thing shoots what? What'd you tell me?
Right around 405.
405 or so. It's pretty fast, and these are those Raven bolts that are made for this crossbow. So pretty good. Feel like stretching it out any further?
Yeah, we'll take her. We'll bump her back a little bit, see what we can do.
All right, we're gonna try one more. Go a little further.
All right, guys, we're back at the range again. We're going to be shooting 100 yards with the Magnus line. First up, field point. All right, next we're going to run the Buzz Cut, 100 grain. All right, last one here is the Magnus Black Hornet, 100 grain.
Pretty good.
Shots felt pretty good.
100 yards hunting conditions. Fixed broadhead.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Crosswind.
Crosswind, set up, 5 minutes, real as it gets.
Yeah, we had probably a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind out here today. So, but as you can see, that's our shooting bench back there. Here's our target.
This is what amazes me always, but
Look at that field tip though.
look at the penetration you're still
Yeah.
getting with these at 100 yards.
Yeah, that's at 100 yards of
Yeah.
penetration you're getting right there. I mean, that's crazy.
But still, if a guy were to take the time to tune that in with his heads, I mean, we're talking
6 inch.
6 inches,
Oh yeah.
maybe less.
Oh yeah, definitely deer's vitals.
So, you know,
Broadhead.
you adjust that to your point of impact, and this is absolutely deadly combination. I mean,
Because
more than enough to punch through a
Well-
whitetail
Because
elk.
even this, you look, both broadheads went completely through
Yeah.
the back of the target.
And you know,
See that?
I've said this in some of our Magnus videos before, is that a fixed blade broadhead has more drag on it than a field tip, so it's going to want to naturally drop more. So when you look at this, and if you were going to come out and get ready to go hunting, you're going to tune everything in with your actual fixed blade broadheads and have those basically at the same elevation down there, a few inches apart. I mean, the inches apart could be shooter flinch, a little bit of crosswind. There's a lot of factors. So, you know, really that's That's pretty darn impressive right there. Look at the up and down. I'm actually happy with that.
I am too. I'm tickled with the results.
There's our, man, that thing's what, 2 foot thick probably?
Well, these are 20-inch
Those
bolts.
are 20 inch, so yeah, 18-inch thick block right there.
So you're looking at good 18 inches
Yeah.
of penetration, still at 100 yards.
At 100 yards.
That's amazing, honestly.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. That.
All right, so we just wrapped up shooting 100 yards. Now, admittedly, we spent almost 0 time with this crossbow because Jeremy here dialed it in about 5 minutes before we were shooting 20 yards. We took a couple practice shoots to, or shots to see if we were on the board at 100 here. So that's pretty impressive. We'll go down here and take a look at it. But at 100 yards, will a fixed blade Magnus Broadhead fly out of a high-speed crossbow like this Raven? Yeah, they will. And I would challenge you, if you're a crossbow junkie and that's your tool of choice, you're probably going to get out there and you're going to really spend the time to dial this in. So what are your thoughts on the whole thing?
Extremely impressed. The combination, I think, will be extremely deadly.
There you go. So check out all the Magnus Broadhead products at magnusbroadheads.com. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all your social media sources. Be safe out there this year. Getting ready for turkey hunting, gearing up. We got a photo bomb back here. All Magnus products are made in the USA. Right here, lifetime warranty. Mike saw them in Great Bend, Kansas as the original owner, and so we're going on 36 years in business. I want to thank our friends here at Top 10% in Coldwater, Michigan for letting us come out and borrow the Raven, borrow their range time, screwing around. They were flinging some long arrows too. We had a lot of fun. So anyways, if you're in the Coldwater, Michigan area, stop in here, check these guys out. They got a great shop in here. So God bless, be safe out there.